Welcome back to another video, everyone. As many of you may or may not know, James Gunn is ramping up to release Superman in July, and with that he's also trying to build a new DC universe. Listen, my personal thoughts on the Snyderverse, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I kinda liked Man of Steel, I liked a few things he did with Batman, but everything else I just wasn't a fan of. And James Gunn is one of the men that I would trust to build a new DC universe. So of course we're already getting a Superman, but we're going to be getting a new Batman soon. And here is what I want from the DCU's Batman. The most important part of Batman is the way he looks. Okay, so first of all, the colour palette of the suit. I want to see a grey and navy suit. Now I know that's not too common, but hear me out. The whole debate is between grey and black or grey and blue. Why not just meet in the middle and do grey and navy? We've already seen it work in Arkham Asylum. Also, yes, I will be doing a lot of Arkham references in this video. As for the logo, I'm really not sure. I do love the way that that suit looked in The Flash, in Keaton's sort of Batcave, but I don't think I want to see a yellow logo yet. Okay, so I'm mid-editing this video and I just had like the biggest brainwave ever. Why don't we just give him the Rebirth logo? Or like a reimagined version of the Rebirth logo where it still has the yellow border. It's quite clear to me that James Gunn's building to doing a World's Finest and the Justice League movie at some point in the future. How cool would it be to have the World's Finest both have yellow borders around their logos? That is if he's not using the new Superman logo as the House of El crest, which everything points towards it being. My theory about the Superman suit is that it's a Kryptonian uniform and that he's eventually going to get a classic suit made by his mum with the classic S and like the normal material and everything. I don't know, it's just an idea. Like I said, my favourite suit ever in any Batman media is Batman Arkham City. Why not just pull something similar to that? I personally am much more of a fan of the thin, sort of longer logos. That's why I love Pattinson so much. I'm personally not a fan of Ben Affleck's Batman logo. I just don't really like the fat logos. Now here's the main point of discourse. Should Batman have the trunks? 1, yes. 2, not straight away. I would love to see Batman have the trunks in live action finally. I mean, when did we last see that? The 60s?
Holy hotspot, Batman, what can we do?
But I also had a brilliant thought. Batman should have the trunks after talking to Superman about why he wears them. Now again, this is completely dependent on what sort of timeline we're going for with Batman. Are we going to go for a later sort of older Batman? Because if we're going for an older Batman, he should absolutely already have them. If we're going for a slightly younger Batman that's maybe a little bit older than Superman, I don't think he should have them straight away. I think he should have a conversation with Superman about why he's wearing them, and then eventually he leans into them himself. Let's talk about the cape real quick. I think the cape should droop over his shoulders. It should engulf him. It should be like a vampire's cloak. I love the art styles where he's just engulfed by his cape. It should be way longer than he is tall as well. It should drag on the floor. I really want this sort of monstrous entity Batman. Okay, I don't know how I missed it as well, but I do think he should have white eyes. We've seen it work with Deadpool. We've seen it work in Black Adam before. It looked awful in The Dark Knight. Let's do it right with Batman. Get the argument, you need to see his eyes to convey the emotion, but it worked with Deadpool. Even if he just has a few suits with white eyes, I'd be fine with that. Anyway, we spoke about the suit. Let's talk about who's going to be wearing the suit. My number one pick for Batman, and it has been this way for so long, is Jensen Ackles. I loved him in The Boys. I think he's a great actor. He's already played Batman in The Long Halloween.
.22 caliber, taped handle, serial number filed off. Maybe. Where's the jack-o'-lantern?
He's got the voice down for it. He could absolutely get the physique for it. The only thing that's making me sort of doubt that is his age. But Hollywood seems to prefer it when you look an age rather than you being the age.
What can you tell us about this rumor spreading online that you're on a top 3 list to pick Batman?
I don't know. Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. I mean, could I do it? Sure. Would I want to do it? Yes. Will I be mad when Pedro Pascal gets it? Yeah. Right now, nobody's talking about anything. Would I entertain the idea of playing my favorite superhero of all time? Nah, I'm good. It seems like a lot of work. You know, gotta put on a whole that suit and be a superhero.
Do you like it?
I love it.
My other few picks would be Alan Ritchson from Reacher. I think he's absolutely got the physique. I'm not too struck on his acting. I haven't seen him have a ton of range, and for Batman, I think you do need range. I mean, take a look at this clip. He's absolutely got the voice down.
I get asked every day if I'm playing Batman. Yeah, would I play Batman? Yes. Would I pay handsomely to be Batman? You wouldn't even have to pay me to be Batman. I would, yeah, I'd don the suit. Gotham is mine. Look at that. I don't even have to practice. It just comes out naturally.
And the passion this guy has for the character, he'd love to play Batman. I could absolutely get behind that. I'm just not 100% convinced by his acting. Maybe I need to watch more things he's in. That's the only thing pulling me off from him. Let him grow his hair out a little bit, dye it black, and you've got Bruce Wayne, like textbook Bruce Wayne. My other pick would be Brandon Sklena, or however you say it. This is the clip that convinced me he should be the Batman.
Change more. We need to load passengers.
Come back for them.
It's not as easy.
Come back for them.
What business do you have here?
Me. You killed my wife. I don't know you. Her name was Alex. And I would really like to hear you say it.
Again, I haven't seen him in a ton of things, but from what I have seen him in, he's been pretty good. I absolutely wouldn't mind any three of these guys being cast. I want Gotham to be this filthy place. I think a perfect Gotham City for me would be a mixture of the sort of Schumacher, like really tall neon colours, but with the grittiness of the Matt Reeves universe. This place should be pissing it down constantly. I personally think if you mixed a Schumacher Gotham, the Joker Gotham, and the Matt Reeves Gotham, you've got like a perfect Gotham City. We've already had a bit of a glimpse into Gotham in the Creature Commando show, but he said everything involving Batman isn't solidified. This is the only look we have at Batman, and he said there's so much shadow because he just doesn't know for sure what he wants to do yet. But I want the buildings to be so tall that when you look down on them, you can't see the floor. I want these giant structures that don't look physically possible to build. And again, with the rain, it needs to be constantly raining and, you know, lightning every now and again. No human should want to live there. People have to live there. Again, not to pull from it, but Arkham Knight had a near perfect Gotham City for me. I am so tired of seeing realistic Batman. I want to see this fantastical character with these fantastical villains. Everything about this character should not be possible. We shouldn't be able to have a giant clay monster, but we do. And that's the sort of world I want this Batman to live in. We have a Mr. Freeze, we have Poison Ivy, all these villains that aren't humanly possible exist. I really want to see a Mr. Freeze story done well in live action. And again, sorry to pull from it, Arkham City was a near perfect story for me. I don't think I want to see the Joker, not straight away at least. I want them to go down the Matt Reeves route where they've already had their interactions and Joker's sort of off to the side. Maybe he's plotting something, we're building that up over the Batman movies, but I don't want him to be the main focus straight away. We've had so many Jokers just recently. We had Joaquin Phoenix, we had Jared Leto, we had Heath Ledger, and that's in like the last 20 years. We've had 3 Jokers. However, when the Joker is introduced, this is what I want him to be. Number 1, I want him to wear just the purple suit. Just give him the purple suit with the orange sort of waistcoat, shirt, whatever you want to call it. The green bow tie that sort of droops. I want his face to look so weird that without the makeup, he looks weird. I want his face to look more normal with the makeup than it does without the makeup. Again, take Arkham Joker. This guy looks kind of normal with the makeup on. You take the makeup off, he looks like a really weird looking dude. My personal cast would be David Howard Thornton. Honestly, just slap some chin and nose prosthetics on this guy, take his hairline back, give him the green hair, maybe make it a little bit longer. You've got a near perfect Joker again. He actually did a fan film and I wasn't 100% in love with the hair that they gave him, but the prosthetics and everything, perfect. This guy could absolutely nail the Joker. I want him to be able to have a gun that when he shoots it and pulls the trigger, a little bang flag comes out. I want these sort of things to piss Batman off. These two should have the closest relationship to anyone in the DC universe. Again, depending on what age we're going for with Batman, he's either been fighting the Joker for 20, 30 years, or he's been fighting the Joker for 6, 7, 8 years. Either way, these guys need to have an almost sort of yin-yang relationship. The Joker needs to yearn for Batman to capture him. On the topic of Joker, let's talk about Harley Quinn and more specifically, her relationship with Joker. I want to see Harley and Joker not have the abusive boyfriend dynamic, but have the Bonnie and Clyde dynamic. They need to be mentally ill together. So much over the last few years, we've had a Joker and Harley that just don't like each other. I want to see a Joker and Harley that can't live without each other, similar to how Joker can't live without Batman. I do want to see Robin. It's been, what, 30 years since we last saw Robin in live action? With Batman, of course, I know that we had Titans and whatnot. Apparently this story, Damian Wayne is going to be Robin, which leads me on to Nightwing. Please give us Nightwing in live action in a movie. You have no idea how badly I've been wanting to see Nightwing. I don't want him to be a main focus, I just want to know that he exists and that he's in Bloodhaven.
Maybe you need more anesthetic.
And maybe you need to go
In my opinion, Robin shouldn't have the tights. I do quite like this particular outfit for Robin, but I wouldn't be completely against him having the tights. If they make it work, they make it work. I'm a sucker for the cars. I prefer the cars over the tanks. The 1966 is one of my favourite Batmobiles. The 2022 Batmobile is my favourite Batmobile. Batman doesn't need a tank. He doesn't need a car with weapons on it, with machine guns, with missiles on it. He needs a car that gets him from point A to point B when grappling and gliding won't get him there fast enough. I want to jump into a Batman story where it feels like we're missing the earlier parts of it. I want this city to feel lived in. I don't necessarily want Batman to feel like he's tired of being Batman, but I do want him to feel like it's just the norm now. Bruce Wayne needs to be pretty similar to Christian Bale's, I think. It's no doubt that Christian Bale had the iconic Bruce Wayne performance. And again, all these actors that I listed earlier, they could absolutely have this cocky millionaire vibe.
It's billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
I want Batman and Bruce Wayne to be completely different, the exact same as how they're doing Superman and Clark Kent different. I think all of these things together would make for a near-perfect cinematic Batman. Are they going to do any of them? Most likely not. They're probably going to do their own thing. But if we're slowly building this universe up, I want to start to see these things. There are some of these things that you can't avoid, like having the history with the villains and Nightwing if we're doing that. But there's certain things that you can earn, like I said earlier, the trunks. If we're doing an early Batman story, he doesn't need to have the trunks. Hell, he could have multiple suits. Why not have him in a blue and grey, and then in a black and grey, and then in all black in the same movie? This is Batman, he has multiple suits. Anyway, that is everything I want to see from the DCU's Batman. If you like this video, drop a like, comment down below what you want to see from the DCU's Batman. You can check me out on TikTok, Twisted Gods. I'll see you all in the next one.